Welcome to this special Remembrance Day 2021 broadcast hosted by BTV. We'll start by playing the national anthem, so please stand for the Beale Singers video rendition of O Canada. The Korean War from 1950 to 1953 is often known as Canada's Forgotten War. 70 years ago, Canadian troops, as part of the United Nations Army tasked with repulsing an invasion into South Korea, played a pivotal role in one of the most important battles of this Cold War era conflict. In the spring of 1951, enemy forces launched a massive attack on the United Nations forces. The attack, if successful, would capture Seoul, South Korea's capital city, and effectively end the war. At the height of the fighting, the defending Canadian troops were under such pressure from the enemy that they asked their own artillery to fire upon their positions to drive back the attackers. Against overwhelming odds, the Canadian troops held their positions in recognition of their crucial role in winning the Battle of Kapyong. The victorious Canadian forces received the United States Presidential Unit Citation, a rare honor for non-American soldiers. At Beale's 2016 Remembrance Day Assembly, students from the Beale Dance program performed 3 related pieces: The Spirit of the Civilian, The Spirit of the Soldier, and The Spirit of the Fallen. From the Beale Dance archives, we will share with you the final piece, The Spirit of the Fallen. This duet honors those who passed because of war and reflects on the losses experienced. The conclusion of the piece sees dancers from the previous 2 pieces join in remembrance. "65 years ago today, in 1956, Canadian peacekeeping troops, among others, were sent to the Suez Canal region. This United Nations-sanctioned peacekeeping force kept Egyptian troops apart from British and French troops in the region. This new type of military mission prevented fighting from breaking out in the region while a ceasefire agreement was negotiated between the opposing sides. The idea to use soldiers to keep peace was proposed by future Prime Minister Lester B. Pearson, who would be awarded the 1957 Nobel Peace Prize for his efforts. After 16 months, the Beale singers were finally able to meet together in the Beale Auditorium to record the very moving "Sing Community, Sing Peace." The words are particularly poignant for our times and describes how people in the world should live together in peace and harmony, in the same way that different and unique voices in a choir blend to create musical harmony. Canadian military continues to keep the people of Canada safe. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Canadian soldiers made important contributions in the national response to the pandemic. Soldiers were deployed to long-term care facilities in central Canada and delivered vaccines to remote communities in northern Canada. In addition, the military assisted Canada's Public Health Agency in managing and distributing personal protective equipment in all parts of Canada. Now the Beale Singers, under the direction of Mr. Weaver, will perform the traditional Remembrance Day poem in Flanders Field. BTV would like to thank Beale's Dance, Music, and History departments for their assistance in putting together this broadcast. The Beale Band will bring this Remembrance Day commemoration to an end by performing the chorale from Gustav Holst's Jupiter. After the original music was composed, Holst rewrote the original melody to accompany the well-known poem, To Thee I Vow My Country. Thank you for your attention.